How are you? My name is Chris Quinlan. Welcome to MelbourneMusos. This is the second part of a tribute to the late, great Neil Peart, drummer for Rush. He's also very famous for being the lyricist of Rush as well. His influence has been profound on myself and so many other people in the sense that he joined Rush in 1974 for their second album, Caress of Steel, and went on from there. And he's the Hall of Famer sort of thing, one of the youngest or the youngest drumming Hall of Fame. All the accolades. One of the things that is so important with the remembrance of Neil Peart, who died actually fairly young at 67 just the other week, and essentially passed away from an aggressive form of brain cancer. And one of the things about it is that he was also very, very famous for his travels, his books, and his lyrics. Lyrics by Peart. That's what it was on every album. There it is. So here's the second part of a three-part tribute to Neil Peart. Obviously one of my greatest influences, one of my favorite drummers. And here it is here. I hope you enjoy what I'm doing. As I said, part 2 and part 3 coming up next week. For that, I'm now going to go I'll take it through bits and pieces. One of the reasons I don't do drum covers and things like that is because of the way that we basically, if once I put the show on air, I'm going to have some copyright issues and things like that, and with YouTube they'll put a copyright warning and all that. And at the same time, there's a million drum covers out there of the great man. He's so influential. But what I'm going to do, because this is essentially an educational show, is the sense that I'm going to pull La Villa Strangiato from the Hemispheres album to bits for you, okay? But I'm just going to talk it through. Homework, go away, listen to it. I mean, I can't replace this man. I can't sit down and say, oh, I could have done this better, or anything like that. Stuff that for a joke, you know, that kind of thing. What it is his writings, the things that he did. It's all about finding, there's a song called Finding Your Own Free Will, you know, sort of thing. His mind is not for rent, you know, to any god or government, from Tom Sawyer, okay? Well read, Mark Twain, you know, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, you know, free spirit. So you do your own things, you know, and we learn from these men, you know, you learn from them. So La Villa Strangiata is their famous instrumental. It is a masterpiece in instrumental music. It starts off with Alex Lifeson, the first part just coming in, and the section is called Buenas noches, mein Freunds. And it comes in, and then the second bit where the main kind of thing starts to come in is to sleep, perchance to dream, which I believe is Shakespeare. And then comes in with the hi-hats, hi-hats. There's your aforementioned opens, and one yana. I'll slow it down. 1 yana, 2 yana, 3 yana, 4 yana, 1 yana, 2 yana, 3 yana, 4 yana, 1. That's thing. Then you've got a little bit of a calypso-ish thing. Then the snare drum. What's that? It's about, how much have we got of that? That's about 12 bars, I think. And then comes in with the snare drum on 4. At this stage, it's played quite softly, piano. So you go bum, 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 bum. Oh, that's too hard, Chris. Come on. Bum, 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 bum. Ah! And then you've got that, and then you've got the main theme coming in, okay? Alex Lifeson comes in. It's not like a big, gigantic fill-in to come to the theme. It's Alex Lifeson coming in with 4 bars of going bam, 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 bam. And here's the Strangiato theme here, and it sort of goes. That's that bit there. That's a bit rough at the end, Chris. Jesus. Anyway, there you go. So that's that bit there. So you've got this bit. Okay, there's that bit there. And then there's the big fill going down. And so on it goes. Changes, they played it like that came out. That rocked my little 1978 18-year-old ears when I got that home. And it took me ages to sort of, what's he doing here? What's going on there? And that's what goes on, you see. So there's that. And then the fill-ins come in, but then you get Exit Stage Left, the live album. They always did. There was a while there, they had this little thing where every 3 albums they put out a live album. And it seemed like that was their little period of that bit. Okay, so I had All the World's a Stage on cassette with the professor on the drum kit. Lakeside Park, walking in the breeze. That sort of stuff. I just remember that bit. Bastille Day. That's when Geddy Lee was singing right up in the rafters there. And what happened is there's all that. And what goes on is that there's that bit there. And this is the other thing, the bell of the cymbal. Paradiddle-like. There you go. Oh, must be. There you go. And that's that, coming into that. Then you've got the next section, section 4, a Lurkst in Wonderland. Okay, Lurkst, I do believe, is Alex Lifeson's nickname inside the band. Okay, and it's in 7/8, so Gina, Lola, Brigida. Okay, so it's still this, like this. It's essentially, if we're going to talk a normal 16th note rock beat, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. But what we've got is Gina, Lola, Brigida, Gina, Lola, Brigida, Gina, Lola, Brigida, Gina, Lola, Brigida. See that little sneaky double he puts in, right? And then a little piece of genius when I turned the page, because it took me ages to work this out when I was a kid.